Good to go?
Tell us about the paper.
So we're really excited about a new paper that we've got coming out in PLOS Computational Biology. This is actually a collaboration between myself, Ben Kolber, and a researcher at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, Rachel Nealon. She's actually a mathematician who uses modeling to kind of understand biological systems. So in this paper, we actually used computer programming and computer modeling to understand a part of the brain called the amygdala in the context of pain. And what's really exciting about this work is that we're actually able to combine data from multiple different labs. And this is data that people collected, using human studies and animal studies, and combine all these data, make them into numbers, and then put it into a computer program to understand the system at a level that we can't do in the actual laboratory. So we're able to kind of move beyond the wet lab with this modeling. Now, is it perfect? No. But one of the things it does is it allows us to use the model to make predictions to design our experiments better so that we're more efficient when we get back in the laboratory. Okay, so this is actually the computer program that we use. It's called NetLogo. It's a really kind of great program for a specific type of modeling called agent-based modeling. What you can see on the screen here is a lot of empty graphs and a bunch of dots that are red and blue. Those dots that are red and blue actually represent individual cells in the brain that we've modeled. What's really neat about this is that we have a whole series of sliders and settings that we can use to manipulate these cells. So we can turn cells on, we can turn cells off. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to initialize the system and I'm going to let it go. And what you're going to see here is some kind of flashing of these dots. Instead of dots, now they're X's. And what we see in this model is as it goes across time that we're accumulating damage, just like what might happen if you cut your hand. You cut your hand, you've now got damage. And during that damage accumulation, your hand becomes sensitive or hypersensitive to stimulation. So we're basically doing that, except there's no you, there's no animal, it's just a computer. But we can understand the neurons that are involved in this process just using this modeling. And you can see how the graphs are actually starting to populate. And you can see these different lines pop up on the screen as we move through the model. And at this point now, the model's stopped and we can now analyze what actually happened during that run of the model. So in conclusion, with this model, we've taken the first step to being able to kind of optimize our understanding of this one brain area in the context of pain. The real power of computer modeling is it allows us to potentially save resources, save time, save money. And with this model, we've taken that first step to save those resources and move towards hopefully better treatments for chronic pain patients.